Hey everyone, hey, it's Christine, Teenie MD. Welcome to the Doctors Are In. I'm here with Binky, Yvonne Spurlock, my sister. This is our second episode. Thanks for joining us. Before we get to our main topic for today, I wanted to thank everyone for asking questions and giving us some feedback and comments about our first episode. We had some really good questions, and I wanted to go over those first. Before I get to that, we should say a disclaimer. Even though I'm a family physician
and I'm internal medicine,
yes, we are not your doctors. So if you have a problem, please go see your own physician, okay? Because we don't know you, we don't know what's going on with you, and we are just chatting like we're friends and
just sharing some of our life experiences and personal experiences.
So there's no way we can diagnose you because we can't hear what you're saying, okay? So go talk to your own doctor and don't tell them that we said to do something or check for something, because that's always super annoying. Okay, anyway, so we had a question about our last episode on cupping and whether or not it would leave marks on your skin, and the answer is yes. It will leave marks, it will leave bruises.
Well, I think it kind of depends too on the skin. Like I said, I like it, painful, and I've never had any bruising on me. But you're
you keep saying you like pain. Okay,
more sensitive.
No, I mean, okay, so to be serious though, cupping will leave
It can
bruises. It can leave bruises depending on their technique, so you probably want to ask about that, and especially if you are taking a blood thinner or an aspirin. There's some medications just make it easier for you to bruise, so make sure you ask your doctor about that, and then ask the masseuse that is caring for you, because they should warn you about all of those things.
And that's why I think it's really important. They have you usually show up a few minutes earlier, and I think all the really great places ask a little bit of a history, like if you have any allergies, what medications you're taking, and they kind of go over where your problem areas are and what your concerns are, and they go over the different types of techniques that are available for you and what's appropriate for your problem. So just make sure you always are honest and open about what medications you're taking before you do any of these things.
So on to the next question. We had several questions actually about what we've heard about certain diets. And so right now the popular thing I think is intermittent fasting. I don't know about you, but I have patients that come in all the time asking me these questions. Also about the keto diet and paleo. My opinion on that is that, the diets are typically fad diets, so I don't really have a lot of faith in these fads that come and go. What I would say is I usually recommend for just about every condition across the board, a vegetable-based diet is probably perfectly safe and going to be healthy for you. And that doesn't mean to be, vegetarian or vegan. It just means to make vegetables the main part of your meal. So, so as far as the keto and, intermittent fasting, I don't think anyone can sustain that very long, and there's always rebound weight gain, because I think people look at that as more of a short-term fix. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I really don't encourage any of those fad diets. I mean, I've always pretty much emphasize, I think it's a day-to-day. I mean, everybody has a struggle. I'm like really bad with carbohydrates. I love sweets. But I really think if you just, try to maintain a healthy diet with fruits and vegetables, your lean meats, and the biggest thing is trying to stay really active. One of the topics I think we're going to address today is aging, because we're aging. You have a mosquito on you. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes here. Okay. Anyway,
but I think just staying active, getting enough sleep, I think those are healthy options, and to do it on a regular basis. I mean, doing these fad diets, I don't think is really great, because you get the yo-yoing effect of weight.
Right.
And I think also eating too much of one thing isn't good for you in general. So.
Okay, but we will talk in more detail about each of those specific diets probably in a future episode where we can dedicate the entire time speaking to each one of those. So stay tuned for that. Okay, what was the question about stress in the shoulders?
Oh, somebody I think asked after we talked about our massages about holding all their stress in their shoulders, and who doesn't? I think everybody kind of does. And which of the different types of massages probably would we recommend? I think again that's a personal decision. I think I've tried all of it, and I think the last visit I had, I think my masseuse was just like, "Holy cow, you're probably one of the worst we've ever seen." And I think the whole hour she kind of dedicated it to working on my upper back. And I think she tried everything from, we started out with the Swedish massage, then the cupping, and she did some of the hot stones were really nice too. I really love that.
I say try them all and see what
Yeah.
works best for you. And remember, you can always tell them to adjust the pressure that they're applying and the strength they're applying to your massage. And then you can tell them to which areas you want massaged. So, but absolutely go and get a massage because it's awesome.
And on a regular basis, because I think if you wait too long, you end up really tense and tight and back to where you started. So I think getting it on a regular basis is really helpful as well. So.
There was also a question about chiropractic care, which is better, chiropractic care versus massage. And so I refer to chiropractors quite a bit in my practice because we have a chiropractor as part of my usual team that works with me and my patients. So I refer all the time for very specific things, usually pain-related issues related to, I guess you could call it the spine. Yeah, because they're all about keeping the symmetry of the body so that you don't have injury, right? So I'm sure I'm misstating that, so some of my chiropractor friends can chime in, but that's my understanding, and that's why I refer, and a lot of people are getting benefit from it. And it's just really, it's another way to take care of yourself. So, check it out. Just make sure that you talk to your doctor prior to going to see a chiropractor, because there are some conditions that you probably don't want the chiropractor to treat, and they don't want you coming there if you have certain conditions of maybe the neck or blood vessels or heart disease or something like that. So there are some things that may keep you from being the ideal patient for a chiropractor. So please talk to the chiropractor, be honest about all of the issues that you have in your health, and then talk to your physician too, okay? The last question was about preventative care.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what that was.
Just in general, any recommendations? And I think this is like such a broad topic for preventative care. I think you can do so many things to help yourself, to better your health, both mind and physically. Again, like eating healthy, exercising, getting enough sleep. And I think, like they always say that old saying, like laughter is the best medicine. I think finding joy and happiness and finding times to laugh a lot, going to shows and enjoying time with your friends, I think it's all a part of keeping yourself healthy.
Yes, that is true. If you're going to talk in like medical terms, what does it mean to do preventative care? Sort of an overview of that, in case you didn't know, because I have a lot of patients that come to me and say, I'm really super healthy, but of course they've never been to the doctor for routine care. And so actually, I always equate routine care and preventative medicine as similar to taking your car in for a maintenance 10,000 mile, whatever they do. And you don't want to wait until your car is making noise and smoking. You want to make sure you're checking under the hood and getting some things done before then, right? And it depends on your personal health conditions, your sex, your family history, your age. There's a lot of things that go into exactly what type of routine maintenance checks you're supposed to be having. Okay, so again, talk to your doctor. If you don't have a primary care doctor, then you need to find one so they can keep you healthy, okay? So I think those were the main questions.
And I
Thanks
know,
for
I
those.
think you also mentioned last time there were so many questions, and I think it's going to be too tough to answer all of them in such a short segment. But I think you were going to probably do more research on some of these topics. And you know, she has her blog, so she'll probably pick a topic to do research on, and she'll have a little bit more information, go into more detail on her blog. So make sure you guys check that out, okay?
Yes, please subscribe. My son reminded me that I'm supposed to ask you to subscribe. So,
I forgot to.
So then that way you know if we have a new episode posted or a new video, and you won't miss out, okay?
It's really easy. So if you go on YouTube, it's like that little button there in the corner that says subscribe. I think it's in red, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's in red.
Anyway, let's talk about the topic of this episode is aging.
Yes, that's always fun.
Oh shoot, I forgot to bring that.
Oh,
aging.
that's okay.
Okay,
That's
anyway,
okay.
I will put it out on my post about.
Yeah, we were just fine because, as you know, we're both like totally new at this, and we were like, well, what do we talk about? And you know, what do we do? I mean, do we make an agenda? Do we write things down? And you know, I don't know what your thoughts are. I kind of just like being off the cuff and thinking
Let's
of
just
stuff.
chat.
Let's just chat. Yeah,
Okay.
it's too formal.
So I will start because I have a lot to
She
say
picked
about
this
aging.
topic.
Because I'm aging, and this year was hard for me because,
I think it's going to be hard. Okay, first of all, we are 9 months apart. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm 9 months older, and she was born 9 months after me. And I was born, we calculated it, 9 months to the day that my parents got married. So we always question that, you know. Yeah, and then my dad would always tease when we were younger that we were like, how come we're so close in age? And he would always say that, what was that he thought mom pregnant?
Yeah, they were celebrating in the hospital after
Yeah.
Yvonne was born.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now that we're parents, we realize how disgusting that was. So, and how completely ridiculous that would be
And
to have
both
two
of our
babies.
parents are physicians too.
But I did write a little blog about why I'm so small and why Yvonne's a whole inch taller than me. Yeah, so you'll have to check out the blog and find that one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's something about me being a preemie and why I'm short. Okay.
So we've been together basically since she was born and I was 9 months old. So we were aging together.
Yes, and for some reason I'm still ahead of you. I don't know.
What do you mean? Ahead of me and
Like
everything?
in the aging process? No?
I
Okay,
think so. I
well
don't
this
know.
year was really bad because I think I'm in menopause now, where I think I'm confirmed menopause, and I'm sharing that with the world, but it's miserable, and I feel for every woman that's ever come and talked to me about their symptoms. It's horrible. I haven't been able to sleep, my hair is thinning, I'm really moody, I'm crabby, and what else? And having hot flashes actually at night, which I'm usually cold, so that was really weird. Anyway, so it's not fun, and then watching your body change.
Oh, that too. That's what's
is-
hard, I think.
Is not fun. So
I think even menopause or perimenopausal state is so different for every woman. Because some people like fly through it and it's like no big deal. And it was so hard, I think, for us to figure out when we would naturally go through it, because my mom and her sisters,
they all had their body parts removed, so they have no idea.
Well, now we have different options, you know, because they would like heavy menses, had problems, and so they just had total hysterectomies back in their days, in their 40s or early 40s, and so they went through pretty early menopause.
Yes. But you know what? I still have all my body parts, so I'm really happy about that.
Okay, well, that's good.
However, um,
I think
I'm-
the changing.
the change is painful, and I'm hoping that it will be over soon.
Yeah.
You said you thought you might be maybe
I
changing.
don't know. I can't tell yet. I can't
Really?
tell. Seriously. But I've noticed that my sleep pattern has changed over the last few years, and I think that's part of it too, is the hormones are starting to leave. But I used to be able to just hit the pillow and go straight to sleep and stay asleep all night.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. We're in my backyard. So, sorry for all the noise. Anyway, Filipinos, well, Asians in general, I think age different, right? And I think we're blessed with pretty good skin.
I think it's like all
Yeah,
the melanin
from-
pigment. Although I don't look white right now, but
Yeah, you look a little bit
pale.
pale
Yeah.
and yellowish.
The lighting.
But, so we do have, I think, a little bit of a benefit because we inherited some pretty good genes.
I
good
mean,
genes and
some
good
of you
skin.
know my mom and my aunts, they look amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, they're like in their 70s, and I think my auntie Tess, she early 70s, I think.
I think so.
I mean, she
yes.
still gets hit on. Go on, Tess.
Are you going to tell your age?
Huh?
Are you going to tell your age?
I mean, I don't keep it as a secret.
Okay, tell
Well, I'm
everybody your age.
49. She's 49 right now, too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But-
it's hard. I've gotten used to it. I think the hardest age for me to turn was 21, or 20.
What?
No, 20 actually was the hardest, because you went from a teenager to all of a sudden an adult. And so I think hitting the other decades wasn't such a big deal for me.
Oh, when I turned 40, I had a breakdown
Why?
because I remember when Dad turned 40 and we thought he was
I thought
gonna,
he was going to die.
we thought he was going to die because he was so old. And then when I turned 40, I was like, oh my God, that is so weird that
Yeah.
we're as old as when
We thought
We
Dad was
thought
going to
Dad was
die.
so
I'm sure our
old.
kids are probably thinking that too.
But time to reflect and see what,
Yeah.
what maybe you can change about what you're doing with your life and with your time. So that was a big year for me though, because I did reflect on what I wanted out of life, and I wanted to change some things, and so I did.
What'd
you
you
know?
change?
Well, I changed jobs.
Yeah.
I wanted more family time, so I changed jobs, and that was a huge risk to take. But I did it, and so that was good.
And you love your job now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Well, it allows me to do things like that.
Yeah.
So that's fun. And I get to talk to people about their health every day, and people that are really motivated to stay healthy. So that's fun. But now we're approaching 50, and I'm like, how did a whole decade go
I
by?
know. It goes so fast. And just
Yeah.
to say that, 50.
I know.
But I'm
weird.
okay. I'm really okay with it. It's just,
I mean, it's
I
better
just-
than
I-
the alternative.
I know
which is to
exactly.
be
I
dead.
just feel totally blessed to be approaching 50 and feel as good as I do. I mean, it's just the whole thing that we talked about with preventative care. You get to a point, and I know most of you who are like close to our age get this, where when you're younger, you just feel like you're always looking around and wanting everybody else's approval. And then you get to a certain age and you realize it's not that important any longer,
Mhm.
and all you care about is what makes you feel happy and what,
fulfilled.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like when I hit my 40s, that's when I really started taking better care of myself. That's when I found things that I was passionate about and started to take time to do things that I was passionate about. And overall, I think once I did that, my overall health improved. I mean, I feel like I'm in better shape now than I was in my 20s.
Oh,
I
not
can-
me.
I am.
Not me. I'm trying to do a better job about working out, but at least I can get some little bit of yoga in before I go to bed on most nights. But still, you get home so late, and
Yeah.
it's hard to get back out and go to the gym and work out. But it is more important because I'm going to end up shrinking down to the size of nothing.
She is. She's really itty bitty tiny.
Yeah, if I don't start working out, I'm going to shrink down to, I don't know what,
Well,
4 foot
Lula
tall.
was really small,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
and she was so cute.
Yeah, she was cute, but I'm already
and she
small.
was a really strong woman. She was.
She
I
was.
mean, she passed away in her 90s.
96
Yeah.
or 97
And
years old.
she was active. That's the thing. It's like she kept working. She took care of us. She took care of her grandkids, her great grandkids, and she kept going until
Mhm.
the very end.
Yes, she was very busy. She actually taught me probably how to age gracefully. don't you
Yeah.
think? And
Yeah,
mom.
she was a really strong woman.
Yeah. She was very strong, and she kept active, like in the garden. She cooked, she cleaned. I mean, she did everything, and she
Yeah.
never complained about
Never.
feeling bad.
I think it was kind of a generational thing because she went through the war and had to survive all of that. She survived losing her youngest daughter and her oldest son in drownings. She survived losing her husband of whatever 50 plus years.
Yes.
And that woman never complained. She was always so happy, and she was always so loving, and she would get up every morning and work hard and go to bed at night. And I mean, that's the way to live.
Yep. And yeah, so I guess as far as the aging process, not to be a complainer, but well, I was just thinking, like, what's the worst part of the aging process? And it's not like that it's that bad, but I think watching yourself change
in the mirror. You know how they
Yes.
always say, like, when you wake up and you're like, who is that person in
Who
the
is
mirror?
that old lady looking
Yeah,
at
you
me?
see like the lines, and you see like your face falling, and like you said, like your hair. I used to have really
Mhm.
thick hair where I
Yeah.
used to have to like thin it
Thin it,
down, and now I'm like, no.
Now I
keep
have
it.
to, now I have to kind of tease it underneath
Yeah.
to make it look like I have hair. So that's not any fun. I don't mind the wrinkles, especially the ones around my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't mind those. I think that those tell a lot about your character. You know, I've smiled a lot, so I have wrinkles around my eyes.
Oh, I've got one.
See?
Because I have like different eyes than her, and well, you can't tell right here. But when I was
Yeah.
younger, because my face was really chubby, I used to like want the indentation in the eye and cheekbones because my cheeks were so chubby, and I never had it until I started aging. And this is the thing: you start losing fat in your
Yes.
face, and so now you can't tell here, but I have the indentation, and now I have like really great cheekbones.
Yes. Yeah, and
Can you see it?
that's why being Filipino and having a chubby round face has really benefited me, because now that I'm getting older, I'm losing baby fat finally as I'm approaching.
No, you still have baby fat.
Yeah, I have that. So
She has
that's
more baby fat.
that's why I still look like a kid, is because I have chubby cheeks.
Yeah.
hmm We should try that eyelid tape on you. No. Are you sure?
Are you kidding
Oh, that would be fun.
No.
We'll come back and we'll have her on eyelid
No,
tape
I
and
don't
see what happens.
No. I'm good.
Okay. Well, maybe in the privacy of our own bathroom we can try that. But, and speaking of which, I don't know about you, but I'm losing my eyebrows and my eyelashes. Yet, I'm growing a mustache and more facial hair. So, I've had to invest in...
Did you check your testosterone level?
No, it's probably a good idea, though, because that's what I would do for my...
not.
Really?
What's wrong with you?
Oh my God. I had to have waxing done recently.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not the only woman that has this problem.
No, I know.
Try to make me like a man. Okay. What other point you want to make about the aging process?
The fatigue, the sleep.
Oh yeah, that's
what else?
probably the worst part.
wrinkles,
I know, you know what?
Losing fat in your face. What?
No, I think the worst part probably is just feeling tired.
Yeah, I never
Because I
used to
have
be.
a lot of energy typically, but
Yeah.
I noticed recently that I wake up and I'm like, gosh, it'd be really nice to be able to stay in bed all day, but I can't sleep through the night anyway, so There's no
Yeah,
point.
and see, I think that's why I'm in better shape, because I'm combating it with, like, I have my tennis shoes and my workout clothes, because after here I'm going to go to the gym, even though I'm really tired. And I do more cardio and more weights. I never used to have weights, because I used to have, like, really
You've
defined
always
arms.
had really good
No,
arms.
no, it's because I carried my kids. I have 3
Well,
kids.
I have kids too.
No, but
My
I used
kids
to
were
carry
big,
them
I
all
think
the
bigger than yours.
time.
Huh?
I used to carry them all the time, and then once I stopped carrying them, I noticed that, you're starting to get them.
Jiggle?
Yeah.
You were not
You have to
jiggling.
work. You have to work at it.
Oh, but you know what? I read a study. It was in a medical journal. I don't remember which one, so don't quote me on this. Maybe I'll find it. But that in Northern European countries where being in the sauna is very, very common, and it's just sort of part of lifestyle, that they studied that, and they said those folks that use the sauna actually live long, healthy lives. And they think it's because it's similar to aerobic activity, because it increases your heart rate, you sweat as if you are exercising, right? So my interpretation of that is that I can sit in the sauna and practically
Same
have
as me
my
doing 30
workout,
minutes of cardio.
and I get the same benefits. So that's what I do.
You
I
should give
go
it a
and
try.
sit in the sauna, and I feel like I've worked out strenuously. Yeah. But then I do go lift weights too.
Oh, the other thing that really annoyed, I've always had really bad eyes, so I think I've had like those bottle cap glasses, and then have had contacts since I was a teenager. And fortunately, when I hit my 40s, I didn't need bifocals, because they just kept lessening my prescription. Well, now I'm getting to the point where I have to use readers, and I mean, it's just crazy. You young people out there, it's crazy. Like, you wake up one morning and you can't even see the menu at a restaurant.
I know. Well, right now I can still
It's literally overnight.
hold my notes like about here, but
yeah,
it's my arms need to be longer, actually. And then recently I lost my glasses too, so that's the other problem. Yes, that you lose your memory.
Exactly. I used to
forget
keep everything up here, and
things.
now I've got to write things down.
Yes, but that's okay. I guess the alternative is to be dead.
Yeah.
That's all. So this is better. Okay. Anything else you want to add to that?
No.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Please continue to follow us, and we have some upcoming episodes where Yvonne and I are going to cook together. We're going to cook some Filipino dishes. Yes. And stay tuned for that, because Yvonne doesn't cook. So,
I like to eat.
So she's going to help in the kitchen, and maybe she'll learn a thing or two, but I thought it would be kind of fun to reach back into our ethnicity and our culture, and maybe
I know a lot of you guys like the egg rolls, lumpia.
the lumpia.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, on the agenda is gonna be a lumpia recipe. We'll teach you how to do that. We'll teach you how to do a recipe called golden brown chicken, which is one of my grandma's favorite all-time dishes, and all of our friends used to come over and just love to eat it. And then pancit is a noodle dish that we can also prepare, and we'll show you. These are really easy, a little bit time consuming because of chopping vegetables, but you can always prepare that ahead of time, and then they come together in a snap. So that is coming up in a future episode. And then again, please subscribe to the Doktors Are In on the YouTube channel, and go to teeniemd.com. That's TEENIEMD.com, and subscribe so we can send you some emails, and we'll send you all of the recipes through the email if you want to subscribe to that. And and hope that you guys stick with us for the next episode. So, and then ask all the questions. We'll try to get to them.
Give us some ideas of topics you guys want to discuss. I mean, I just kind of enjoy not really having much of an agenda. I think that's where we differ, and just talking about like whatever, I don't know, inspires me that day. Like if I have a bad day, I kind of want to talk about it. But so it's going to be kind I think every episode's going to be a little bit different,
Yeah.
just depending on what we're feeling that day.
Yes.
So,
So, okay, well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. And I'm Teenie MD,
Yvonne.
and that's Binky. Teenie and Binky. So, and we are the Doctors are in. Thanks, guys. Bye.